Dish it up, dude. Dish it up. You know what I'm saying? So I thought of two things that we could talk about today, guys. Two things. Now, again, this is all opinions. Well, three things, right? Number one, if you guys have any questions, we'll start with that today. And then two things we're going to talk about is like a goal of percentage distribution of your money. And secondly, we're going to talk about what makes a stock, what are the conditions for a stock to grow in the future. Those are the two things we're going to talk about today. The conditions and variables that could make a stock grow in the future. So hopefully that will also give you guys some insight into some things that you're looking at today. Yes, this will be all posted to the stock market clips channel, to the clips channel, the stock market thing. Okay? DAs, thanks for the resub. B-Millie, what's up? Weez, what is going on? How are you doing, man? Walshy, thanks for the resub. And Mr. Kuhn, thank you for stopping by the stream today. I can't get this one website to work, bro. I don't know what's going on, man. CNN Money's not working today. Nick, am I nervous explaining this stuff? No, I'm not. I'm not nervous explaining this stuff. I swear I'm learning more here than school. No worries, bro. Okay. Johnny, can I say yo to my wife? Hello, Johnny's wife. Okay, where would you guys like to start, man? We'll do questions for like 30 to 45 minutes, and then I have to teach you guys for like an hour, man. I got two lessons today that I want to talk about with you guys, man. So let's start off with some questions. We're not going to talk about, I can't sit here and say buy this stock, buy that stock, because I don't want to be held accountable for your money, and I'm also not a genius. But we could talk about some little bit more than general things, but nothing like super specific. Okay, you're around 20 years old. Do you want to invest $1,000 in stocks and your favorite companies and looking for a long-term return 5 to 20 years? What are the first steps? With $1,000? What are the first steps if you have $1,000 and you want to invest in the long-term 5 to 20 years? Well, I think it's important to make a list of companies that you're interested in. And then you have to do your own research and you have to do your own background checks of these stocks. So the biggest thing that I would say with that sort of thing is you're going to be wanting to think about a company that in 5 to 20 years is going to continue to rise, obviously, right? That's obvious, right? So what would be an example of what not to invest in 5 to 20 years? Something that might be really hot right now, right? This is not a great example because I don't know. But let's talk about this, right? Zoom is obviously being used like crazy right now, and it's riding the highest it's ever been because of the current coronavirus outbreak. Now, is coronavirus going to be with us for the rest of our lives? Yes. But in 5 to 20 years, do I think Zoom is still going to be $260? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, guys, because I just don't know. Like, this stock has been available since, let's see, April 2019. I mean, look, this is probably not a great time to invest in something like this for 5 to 20 years from now. So that would be like an example of something I would stay away from. What's a company that could continue to grow? One with technology that's done really well and seen a continued growth. If you're looking for something, if you have $1,000, right? You know, do I think Apple's going to be worth a shit ton of money in 5 to 10 years? Yeah, I do. I think it's going to be worth at least double this stock price right now. I do. I really do. Like, I really believe in this company. And a lot of time buying companies, it's all about believing in them. Right? So like, yeah, do I like this? But if you have $1,000, would I put would I only, you'd only be able to buy 2 stocks. That's not a lot. So what could you do that's a little bit safer? You could look at a couple companies that maybe lay in that $20 to $50 stock range that pay high dividends, right? We talked about dividends last week. There's a couple of these that I really like, which is AT&T, Coca-Cola. Some of the fast food chain restaurants do that, but a bunch of these stocks are, valued around like that price, right? And if you have $1,000, these would fit your budget a little bit better, right? Wendy's would be a good example. Wendy's pays a little dividend, not a ton per quarter. We talked about AT&T last week, like they pay a dividend. And we talked about this is like the 30 to 40 stock, right? Up and down, right? But if you have $1,000, you can in 5 years grow your portfolio with the dividend payout. And you're more looking for companies that will continue to grow or reasons that you think they're going to continue to grow. Not ones that are just hot right now. Like we talked about Coca-Cola last week. I use a couple of these stocks just to show you guys examples. Coca-Cola has been growing really nicely over time, man. You guys, we talked about this last week. Like, they've been nicely just kind of growing, man. Like, chilling from 40 to 50. So, could you make a startup account to see how we could set up our own accounts? Yes, whether we do that this week or next week, we're gonna also be opening. Dude, we got to talk a little bit more about stuff before we do anything like that. But I would love to start something with the people that are interested of like doing a little competition for a month or something. Dividends are money that are given to shareholders. Companies are not required to pay these, but usually companies that have done well over time or have long-term large revenues / incomes will pay out their shareholders a certain percentage. That's what it is. Does that help that question? So 5 to 20 years, yeah, you'd probably want to put your money into a fund, a growth fund, which you would expect the market to grow in 5 to 20 years. Or you'd like to put into a stock that you feel like is going to continue to grow with a dividend. That's my opinion. Would I put, if I had $2,000 and I wanted to grow in 5 to 20 years, would I put it all in one stock of Tesla? No, I wouldn't, bro, because that just, it's not as efficient, man. How much money would you need to start in the stock market? Well, it's going to be really hard to day trade with a low amount. But I would say if you have anywhere in excess of $1,500, I would start, I'd say ideally like $3K probably, but anywhere if you have over $1,000, $1,500, man, you'd probably want to start with some safer stuff. I wouldn't really recommend doing anything risky unless you probably owned more than like, what do you guys think, Chad? Like risky stuff, man, probably you'd have to have like more than 25 or 50K. That's not saying that's a lot of money, but I'm saying that you do not want to be doing super risky stuff if you don't have a lot of money. That's just a reality. You don't want to be fucking around with stuff because that's again, we always talk about like, and again, this should be money that you're moving around because you don't need it, right? And you're looking to grow it over time, but you don't need it currently. Nick, COVID must be really difficult to predict trends. It's not too difficult, it's not too difficult. It's not too difficult. What happened to the mod reviews? We're going to do some more tomorrow. Brizzle, how's it going? Sparty, thanks for the 1 year. Mr. N, this is our bet for the United game. I figured this was better than subs. Yes, let's go, bro. We bet Man United Sevilla, and he paid up with his 2,000 bits. Sam, thanks for the prime sub. This is so fun, but I'm not 18 and I can't do anything. Do you need to be... My bank charges $9.95 every transaction. Is that normal? Your bank. I don't think so, bro. That's really crazy. You should talk to your bank, bro. Duffy, no worries, bro. Thank you, man. About the risky stuff, it's more easy to talk about a percentage of your investment in high-risk stocks. Yes. Under 18 accounts must be opened as a joint with an adult. Dude, $9.95 per transaction is crazy. Is there a place we can watch these stock VODs? Yes, on our Clips channel, bro. They're all posted on our Clips channel. Yeah, the bank is stealing your money, man. My friend once lost 10K at once because he clicked the wrong button. If you guys are on a stock website, they should always give you the second option. A good stock website will always say after you click yes, they would always say, "Are you sure you want to do this?" That's what a good website would let you do. For dollar averaging, should I buy one stock a month or multiple? If you want to play it safest, you should buy multiple stocks a month, in my opinion. Llama, thank you so much, bro. How risky is the market right now? A lot of, it's very interesting, man. A lot of curves and a lot of things are pointing towards maybe the market's going to not grow as much. I don't know, man. I think there's going to be another one of those. We talked about this the other week when the market really dropped. Do I think the market's going to drop another 33% again? Not really, dude. I don't really think that's going to happen. But yeah, could there be another sort of drop? Maybe not to this extent, but yeah, there could be another drop. That's why when you're investing in the market, it's always good to have a little cash in hand. Don't ever go all your money into the market. You always want to keep a little bit of money just in case there's that drop, right? Like for this drop that we talked about earlier, I saved like 10% that month. 10% this year just to kind of wait for this sort of thing. Is $25 a week decent for starting out softly? It is. The only thing I'll tell you is that currently I only am knowledgeable about like 4 or 5 stocks under $25. So there's, a lot of the better companies are valued at $20 to $3,000. Most of them $20 to $1,000. I'm a bot at stock market. Can you give me a 30-second overview on how it works? It's a market. It's publicly traded companies. A lot of the companies own products or have things that you eat, you own, and these companies are required to show earnings, to show profits, to show things like that, and they're publicly traded by people with their money. That's what that would be what I would say. I'm not a very good person with technicalities with this stuff, but I'm trying my best to familiarize it to you guys. So what's the point of having stocks? I'm not getting the point of this. The point is to make more money than you make with your income. That's the point of the stock market. The point is to actually have your money doing something instead of just sitting in your bank. That's the point. It would be like saying like, all right, let me paint you a picture because I related a lot of stuff last week to FIFA. It would be like saying you made 5 million coins from top 100 this week. But why would you just let your 5 million coins sit there the whole fucking year? Right? Obviously, you would invest in something, man, because you want to grow those coins, bro. Who does not want to have more money in real life? I don't want to ask you anything revealing, but approximately how much money have you made through this year? I'm not going to disclose that because it's just not really that relevant. How to sell the stock if you are losing. It's like IRL panic selling. Okay. I'm going to show you guys a stock that I'm getting absolutely creamed on right now. All right? So this is BP, man. All right? BP has been sucking cock. I don't know if I can find the actual stock. All right. So I own a lot of BP at about $35. Okay? I do. I do. Like 36, 37 probably, okay? Okay? They're just not fucking doing well, okay? But I could have sold at $17. Lost 50%. I didn't do that. I still haven't sold this stock. Why? They pay a dividend, so I'm making a little bit back every time I own them, and I'm just going to hopefully wait that at some point BP is going to somehow find some sort of rebound, right? This play that I made with BP was more for a diversification thing. I didn't really know that much about it, right? And that's why you learn things with the market. Most of the companies that I buy and trade, I know a lot about. This one I didn't. I did it more to just diversify my portfolio, and it was really stupid. But I still have not panic sold it because, again, I didn't buy this stock with money that I needed. Okay? That's the thing with panic selling. None of you guys should ever panic sell because you should not be trading with money that you actually need. Does that make sense to everybody? So you buy a tiny share in a company and then sell it for more to make money. Yes, or you could hope for the long term that they continue to grow. Nick, I have Snap, Uber. I know Snap and Uber. Is it looking good long term? I really like. All right, so there's a couple stocks that I really like. For when coronavirus, chills out a little bit. Like Uber and Lyft are two of them. Anything that's like we talked about this. Anything that's commercial or anything that is travel related or airlines, things like this. This stuff is all going to be super stagnant in my opinion until the world goes back to normal. So really long term, like 5 to 10 years, yeah, I think Uber's really undervalued right now for 5 to 10 years from now. Long term, super long term though, bro. I've been trading this stock a lot this year. My main, I have a lot of this stock at 26 and 20. This is where I bought in. There was a huge panic sell in March. I probably should have sold for some profit here, but I didn't because who the fuck is going to expect coronavirus to, all that stuff. So I bought in a lot here and I bought in a lot here. It is what it is. This stock is probably going to have a lot of ups and downs. They have a lot of lawsuits, things like that. But to the guy that just asks long term, yeah, I really like that. How much percent of your bank is invested in stocks? 99%. I'm 22 years old and I don't spend money. Much money. Never ask how much money someone made in XY time. The right question is what profit and percentage value. Agreed. Before investing in a single cent, I strongly recommend to read about money management. Yes, we're going to be talking about some money management today. What percentage of your liquid cash savings should you invest if you're looking to get started and want moderate growth over 5-10 years? If it's your savings and you want 5 to 10 year growth, I would invest like 80%. To be honest with you. The way that I would invest it would be like I would probably toss whatever your site that you're interested in using or whatever site you're going to use, I would toss like 50 or 40% of it in a one-to-one fund that pays dividends, so it's not just sitting in your bank account and you know that already within 5 years you're going to make money on the dividends. Most sites should offer you their own fund that's a money market fund. And then the other percentage, I would distribute maybe 30 to 40% across stocks that you feel like are going to continue to grow but also aren't too inflated at the moment, right? I think a lot of stuff is not inflated right now, but it's getting close to that point again where, you know, we're either going to take off or it's going to drop again a little bit. Mick, thank you for the 2 months, man. Hey, Nick just resubbed. It's still Shadow. Changed my name. Sorry for the inactivity. Don't worry about it, dude. Thank you so much for the resub, man. Infusion. Let's go, bro. What website do you use to trade stocks? I use Vanguard. Is placing a trade right away with a live broker worth it, say for a 25% fee? Absolutely not. The best thing to do to learn about stocks, chat, is do a practice, man. Like, there's tons of websites you guys can go on and just mess around with stuff, dude. Do a practice where you do your real money. Nick, is there a way to do passive trading by saying putting in a money into a site and they work for money? And they work the money for you for people who don't understand it? There is stuff like that. The issue is with that stuff, I don't know if it's fully worth it. I think it's something that you can learn because I think a lot of those types of sites will do stuff that will make you 3 to 5% and you're going to end up paying them like 2%. So you're not going to make much money. Dollar averaging multiple shares or one? Multiple shares. Nick, what percentage of stocks do you make profit on? Probably like 80%, 75%, 85%. Adax, thank you for the 9 months, bro. Can you look at Alibaba? Yes, I actually own Alibaba. This is a bubble stock. Okay, so this is a stock that... Here's the thing with this stock, man. This is a stock like... How can I explain this? Okay, this is a stock like Gold PK. Okay? When EA is adding Icon SBCs and there's articles and things coming out, okay, all the Patreons and Discord start inflating Gold PK. Alright? This is a very similar stock to that, man. Same with this stock right here. Okay, I can't tell you guys how many articles I've read recently that are telling everybody in the world to buy these two stocks because they're the safest growing stocks for the next year. Okay, so what is going to happen is two things, right? They're probably going to continue to go up because people are going to keep buying them, and they're also good companies. All right? So, do I think they're going to keep going up? Yeah. How do you explain NVIDIA? I sold early. I told you last stream not to sell. Did you sell? So last stream we were on, NVIDIA was 440. Okay? I told you guys that I feel like this stock is going to not only continue to grow. I told you guys I would not fucking buy it at 460. But we spoke last week, right? So last week, where was it at? About 460. Justin, thank you for the 4 months, man. Now, what do you guys think this means if a company like this continues to grow in this field? What do you guys feel like this means? Okay? Because I told you guys I own 3 of these types of stocks, right? All right, I told you guys in a couple. These are still all these stocks, man. Nvidia even at 500. All these chip stocks, man, are super undervalued, man. I'm telling you guys right now. Okay, the old people with money don't understand this technology, but this is the current technology, bro. What do you guys think every high school or college kid is doing right now, man, with their lives? They're buying $2,000 to $3,000 PCs with their parents' money that contain processors from these companies that are $600 a pop. Okay. That growth on those stocks and the revenues and the things like that are 2 years behind, in my opinion. People don't realize how much money and revenue is actually a part of those companies, man. I'm telling you guys right now. I don't care if they go down in the next couple months or something. Long term, I love those three, man. Bazillion, thank you for the tier 1, bro. I bought EA stock the other day. So I actually don't own Nike stock. No, I do not own Nike stock. So they're a board drop. They aren't buying AMD pre-built PCs. Gaming and computing is recession proof. I agree with you. It's actually as long as as long as the pandemic continues, they're going to grow more than ever, in my opinion. George, what's going on, bro? How you doing today, man? Much love to you, dude. And your fucking check mark. Have you played the beta yet, bro? Thank you so much, CJ, for the 20 months. Thoughts on Apple split? Okay, I love Apple, bro. That's all I'm going to say. I just really like Apple. Okay? Now, chat, I tried something out last week to fuck around with Tesla, okay? I told you guys. I bought 2 Tesla stocks at $1,300 last week. I don't fucking touch Tesla, but I wanted to experiment for the live stream, okay? Now, is CNN Money working? No, CNN Money's been hacked, okay? So, if we go take a look at Tesla... Okay, I did this just to fuck around with the stream. Now, when I showed you guys a forecast last week, okay, I told you guys that Tesla was like Bitcoin. Okay, this is the only stock on the stock market that has a potential prediction of literally dropping 2,000% or rising like 1,000%, okay? Tesla's fucking crazy. But what I did for the live stream, and because recently I've been watching this with my own knowledge, I've been seeing that it literally fluctuates within $300 drops a day, and I feel like there's too many stupid people in the market to let this thing actually drop, right? People are just going to keep buying in. So we bought last Thursday around here, okay? Now, they're up a lot because 2 things, right? 1, they're going to have a stock split coming up, I believe is what's going on. And 2, people with this stock believe it's like Bitcoin and it's a bubble, so they don't want to miss the bubble. So what is going on right now, chat? They are panic buying at the all-time high by a lot, okay? So what did I do before the stream today? I took the money on the 2 stocks that I owned and I made $600. Was it a really stupid buy? Yeah, it was a really stupid buy. Okay, but did I want to try it for the sake of this stock being the dumbest shit I've ever seen? Yes, that's what I definitely wanted to try. Okay, will I ever buy this stock again? Absolutely not. Okay, guys, I don't care how much. If you own this stock, congratulations, it's the highest ever. If you don't own this stock, please fucking stay away from the stock. I don't like it, man. I really don't like it, okay? I really, really don't like it. I don't care in 10 years if it's $10,000. I don't like Tesla. Nolette, thanks for the resub. Yes, Haber, they did. Abandon fucking ship. What is a stock split? Okay, guys, a stock split, which is going on with Apple and Tesla, it is when it causes a decrease of market price of individual shares. It doesn't cause a change of the total market of the company. It's very... It's a sign that okay, companies do it because their stock is getting so expensive. In my opinion, this is the best way to explain it. Companies decide to do a stock split because they feel like their stock is getting so expensive that younger investors and people with not a lot of money can't actually buy the stock. So, for example, you have $500, right? And you want to buy Tesla and you're a young investor. You can't diversify your portfolio and buy the stock because it's $1,800. Apple's doing the same thing right now. It's up at $500. And it's getting out of expensive. So these companies want you to own their stock. Does that make sense to you guys? So what they do is they split their stock. So you can... The split, in my opinion, the split is a very positive sign. It means that the company's doing very well and a lot of people like them. You're getting it doubles the amount of the stock and it halves the price, usually. Or quarters the price, 4 times the amount of stock. Doesn't make a difference in value if you own $500 of Tesla, share today and Tesla splits 1 to 5. But so why does it make sense now that Apple and Tesla are flying, guys? Because they're getting stock splits. So what do you think is going on with the market? People are worried that they're missing out on a stock that is literally going to explode. So they're buying at the all-time high. Now, what I will tell you guys about things, and this is a big lesson, man. Okay? Let me give you guys an example. Are any of you guys familiar with icon moments on FIFA Market? Icon moments. Okay? Let's talk about Hullet and Eusebio, right? So Hullet and Eusebio don't sell all week at 10 million coins. And then we get to Thursday night and they start selling at 12 million coins. What does that do for the market? In those two players, what does that do? Let's say you own Hullet at 10.5 million, okay? And Hullet sells at 12.2 million twice on Thursday night. What does that do for the market on FIFA? What would that say about it? Okay, maybe it makes it difficult to buy for others. But yes, raises prices of alternative items, okay? That's another big thing. But I'm looking for like a very exact thing here, okay? What it shows you is that now people have... Okay, it shows buying power, but what I'm trying to get at... Yes, coins pumped in the game. But guys, what it specifically shows is that now people have seen that people own 12... a Hullet or Eusebio 12 million coins. So let's say next week there's a big market crash and Hullet and Eusebio... Hullet drops again to 10.6 mil. It's most likely that those two people who bought it at 12 mil, do you guys think they will sell it or not sell it? My opinion is that they probably won't sell it. The reason is that it's 2 million coins of a loss. So what would that mean for you guys in the stock market if people are buying certain stocks at an all-time high? Okay, for me, if it's a company like Apple that I really like long-term and I see that they drop 5% in the next month, I really fucking like it. Because what it means is there's so many people that own the stock way higher than you that are more inclined to hold for a long-term growth and not sell. They'll probably ride it out and there's going to be less people selling the stock. And there's also going to be a certain regulation that it actually sold at that price. Does that make any sense to you guys? That's a little bit of a thing. It's not a big thing in the market, but that's more of an assumption thing you guys can look at. It doesn't mean it all, but it's another thing that I would use to certainly like understand certain things. I don't know. That's something that I use though, man, a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to like relate things, man. I feel like it's easier to learn things if you relate them. No, I do not own Johnson & Johnson. I'm doing good, Buck. How are you doing today? What is EA stock like? EA is trading at the highest they've ever been recently. Yeah, EA's trading at the highest they've ever been. They're doing very good, man. They're making a lot of money right now. When you buy a stock, do you receive it immediately or do you have to wait a while? When you buy a stock, you receive it usually immediately. Funds are a little bit different. Funds take a couple hours sometimes for them to put in for you. I find most things are at all-time highs right now. A lot are, yes. Agree with you, Jimmy. Is this about the rise of FIFA 21? Directly because of that, no. Would it help? If there's an EA earnings that's in November or October, or late October, November, December, that's when they could really rise. Like this year, I could see EA rising a lot around Christmas time, to be honest with you. Do I own a lot of Sony and Microsoft? Yes. Rise with new consoles coming out? I think there's other stocks that I would say that have more of a rise with new consoles coming out. Can you get free practice accounts? Yes. Yes, there's tons, bro. We were talking about setting one up, man. Nick, I read that Apple stock goes up every time a new iPhone comes out. It may not directly go up every time, but yeah, it should. So the iPhones usually come out like what, at the end of the year? I mean, dude, here's the thing with Apple, right? Like, look at this growth pattern of 3 years, dude. Right? Like, yes, they drop, yes, they rise, but just like, you know? I mean, it is riding a real all-time high right now, but oh wow, they actually paid dividend. I didn't even know that. I don't even have a practice account, but I know that. What's the website, chat, that a lot of guys were saying that there's the practice account on? The thing is, why would Apple continue to rise, guys? Because it's such a monopoly, man. Like, not a monopoly, but you guys know what I'm saying? Like, Apple's Apple, dude. Like, where the fuck is the iPhone going or any of this type of shit, dude? It's not going anywhere. So even if it drops a bit or something, man, like, every time Apple releases a new generation iPhone, the stocks fly. The thing is, man, I really like Facebook. Why do you guys think I like Facebook so much, man? I mean, personally, I own a lot of Facebook at 200, 190. A lot. No, not Facebook, though, man. Who does Facebook own, chat? Okay, Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp. Fuck Facebook. I don't care about Facebook. Facebook is fucking dead. Okay, Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp. This is why you guys should do research on companies to know what they own. Okay? Every time you log into Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp, if you guys see on the bottom of the screen, it says owned by Facebook. Okay? These two softwares are like the most used applications in the world, in my opinion. If they find a way to future monetize them a little bit more, like Instagram, a little bit more ads, WhatsApp, I think they were talking about rolling out ads on WhatsApp. They don't have them yet, but if they do that, I mean, stuff like that is only going to bring more money. Because you're a boomer. I'm not a boomer, bro. You Americans don't use WhatsApp much. I use WhatsApp a ton. But yeah, WhatsApp is a big deal in every other country besides America. I think people use it here, but not a ton. I use it a lot. But yeah, Facebook is still really good. I bet Facebook still earns them a lot, but I just love those other two. WhatsApp is used in America by cheating adults. What is hedging a fund? Like, what is a hedge fund? A hedge fund is like an investment fund that trades like large assets and stuff. It's just like a gross fund that has like a portfolio and just fucking like hedging a fund. I'm not familiar with that term. Like hedging a fund. I don't know what that means. Does Disney make a fortune then, or are their stock prices high? Disney is not super high right now. Disney's an interesting stock, man. Disney, I will say this about Disney. A couple times throughout the year, they always seem to receive this sort of hype regarding certain products. So just look for these drops that happen. I mean, you guys can see. Look at the drops and rises with this stock, man. Okay? It's on one of those rises right now, low-key. But Disney is something that's safe and really good long-term. They also paid, I think they pay a little dividends, percentage yield, I'm not sure. But yeah, this was the hype right here for their streaming service, right? That was the big hype right there for the streaming service. He's talking about going on the other side of a position you have, buying a put on a stock long-term to protect yourself against moves in the stock that go against you. I'm not too familiar with that, to be honest with you. Tom, thank you for the 9 months. 19 months. 19 months, Tom. Thank you. Even in their hype, they didn't grow a lot. Would I do a road to glory for the stock market, let's say at 1,500? I could, but the problem with that is that it's... Like, day trading is very hard, bro. That's the thing. Day trading is very hard to do. Let's say you were investing in semiconductors. You might also invest in paper just in case computers go completely out of style. Yes. Okay. Oh, like hedging your bet? Like, are you talking about like hedging your bet? Because, like, I'm familiar with that. I mean, that's like, yeah, that's a great analogy. All right, so here, let me figure out. Like, for me, a lot of the time, all right, so like I don't know if I fully do like the full hedge your bet thing, but a lot of the time what I'll do with certain things is like, let's say you think Uber is going to grow a lot in the future, right? You might also buy Lyft. Because does that make sense? Like, you might also buy the competitor to that because you feel like overall they're probably both going to grow, but just in case. Like, for example, I talked to you guys about Nvidia. So I also buy AMD and Intel because I like these two a lot, and they're also in the same field, and I feel like they're continuing to grow. Does that make sense? That's not really hedging, though. I feel like hedging is different. I feel like hedging would be like... I mean, hedging would be like the opposite, dude. To just make sure that you... Just to diversify. But the problem with hedging... The problem with hedging, man, is that... The problem with hedging, guys, is that your potential growth over time, it is definitely safer, but you're going to make way less. It's going to lower your risk big time, but you'll make way less. That's not a bad thing, necessarily. Yeah, okay, it's like if you bought oil and you also bought into, like, clean energy stuff. That's perfectly. That's a great example. Yes, Iro. Yes. That's a great example. So buying green energy and also oil. Will travel stuff such as American Airlines or Southwest go up? Yes, but not for a while, in my opinion. In my opinion, a bunch of these stocks, bro, they have a couple more earnings to go down. Like, what's going to happen, right? When these companies continue to do poorly with earnings because nobody's flying? Now, the thing is, chat, if I were to tell you this right now, right? This stock right here, man, okay? Okay, this stock is almost at a 52-week low, bro. I'm straight up, bro. Okay? If you are to put your life savings into a couple stocks right now to come back in the market in 10 years to check your money, this would be one of them. Okay? This stock has been at a low of $8.25 in 52 weeks. Okay? If we look at an all-time, okay, if we check out an all-time low, okay, guys, this stock opened up in 2013. The lowest it has ever been is literally the month that coronavirus happened. Okay? I'm not saying I would have necessarily touched this type of stock, but what I'm saying to you guys is that if I were to do something and not look in 10 years, I would be looking for this type of stock, man. Okay? The reason is, okay, I don't know when this shit is going to... It's not like nobody's ever going to travel again, so I'm not saying that specific company, Chad, but do you guys understand what I'm saying? There are a couple companies on the market right now that are doing this poorly because there's nobody fucking doing anything with them. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay? Okay, they have a reason to rise long term. Okay, Delta would probably be a better one. Let's see what the low is on Delta. Okay, the low on Delta of 52 weeks is $17. Okay, let me take a look at the all-time low. Why is this not working today, bro? It's like being all weird. Okay, all-time low on Delta. All right, obviously they were worth a lot less in 2011, but they haven't been below $30 since 2013, okay? Okay, these are stocks that you really can't go wrong, chat, because I'm not... Guys, listen, I'm not buying airlines right now, but what I'm saying to you guys is that, look, a couple months down the line, bro, maybe another year if you feel like nobody's going to travel for another year. Restaurants, airlines, what else, dude? Restaurants, airlines, these types of things have huge upside, man, in like a decade from now. Because they've been trading for 5 years at 4 times the price that they're at, and the reason they're low right now is because the usage is low. I personally believe that these are going to go even lower this fall. Flying companies aren't only planes. There will always be flying transport in the world. You can't stop that. I agree with you, but a lot of the revenues are coming from the populace of like flying. What percentage rise would you sell in a stock if you're not in long term? A percentage rise? If you're not in it long term, maybe 15 to 40%, somewhere in there. What about during holiday season, like November to December? Do you think it'll still go up? I'm not sure. It is always better to buy stocks late than early. We talked about this the other day with some of the investments that I made during the mass panic of Corona earlier this year. I bought in maybe 5% later than the earliest. Yes, I agree, Fire. No, I need to learn about option trading. I have not really done anything with options, man. I'm mainly just doing stocks and funds. Yo, Nick, I'm a broker in the UK, but I don't deal that much in the US because of the hours, but I'm holding positions on EA and Zoom. Loving the stream. Yo, Lewis, what's up, bro? I think Zoom is going to continue to go up, bro. Crazy that I'm saying that, but I think Zoom is going to go 300 plus. So I like that you're holding that. I also like that you're holding EA. That's fine. Yes, anything like this is always stuff that you're personally comfortable with / can afford. I agree with you. What do I think of phone companies? I like phone companies. I don't like anything that's not Verizon or AT&T, though. That's the only two I like. Well, at least in the US. Mr. What the Foot, what's going on, bro? Hey, Classic, what's going on? You invest 2K into stocks, dividends, trading. What should you expect as a percentage profit in 10 years? If you invested 2K in stocks and a 10-year return with dividends, so I would expect you to probably make, if you're in the right stocks with dividends, maybe 10 to 20% on your dividend return. If it's 10 years, I would expect to make 2K at least. 2K. If you were to invest 2K. Nick, I have $100,000 in my bank account. Help me out. Are you serious, Jackson? PHP, my sub is a safe investment will only rise. W. No worries, Alex. These guys are trading high right now, man. I don't watch Verizon. I watch AT&T. I don't watch Verizon. I don't own Verizon. Man, Nvidia is fucking flying today, dude. What the fuck is going on with this? Low-key, I feel like this stock is turning into Tesla, man. I want to tell you guys, I want to look into where I own this stock. So I can tell you guys right now. $212. These guys are literally, you know why they're going up so much, chat? They announced, no. They announced something, man. Like they were gonna fucking, they were dropping like new processors or something. Oh, they also report earnings Wednesday. Okay, this is a good lesson for you guys, man. All right, they're also announcing earnings on Wednesday. So what's going on here, do you guys think, man? Okay, what do you guys think is going on here? Okay, so there's two things that's going on. People are trying to get into this because they're bringing out new stuff and they want to get in before it explodes. And secondly, there's probably a lot of people that think they're going to beat earnings or do really well because it's like a hot stock. So people are buying into it. This is crazy. It's up 11% in 5 days. You guys can see why they're growing though, man. Okay, their percentage earnings are good. They're promising new products. And here is the issue with this stock, boys. Okay? This is the little bit of an issue right here, okay? Okay, there's a lot of hype around this stock, right? I own this. I'm not selling it yet, but what I'm saying is that everybody's saying to buy it. The analysts are expecting huge fucking earnings and growth, okay? So for this stock to continue to rise, and I would say the next week or two, it's going to have to fucking kill even these insanely high analyst forecasts. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, it's going to have to literally kill its earnings, which it hasn't even gotten close to that number. Okay? Okay, they report on Wednesday. Or Wednesday? No, Thursday. They're going to kill everything. I know, I'm just saying that there's going to have to be a lot that goes right for this to continue to rise 20% a week. Or 15%, 10% a week. How deep should you know a company before investing in a company? Nvidia, for example, you know they make graphic stuff. You like their stuff. They've been around for a solid amount of time. Is that enough to do? Is that enough to know when to buy it? It really depends, man. Like, I feel like a lot of the time an important thing. I think a lot of the time a really important thing is that they are one of the better companies in their field. Does that make sense to you? Like in their product sales or things like that are one of the best or the top products in their thing. So these guys are one of the top ones because they have really good products. So a lot of the time at the end of the day, when people are looking to put their money somewhere, they're probably going to go with that company over one that they're not so sure about. And that's why you'd think or like that they continue to grow. Viscount, thanks for the resub. Sam, thanks for the resub. Everyone sell their Barcelona stocks. Get out now. Do new releases affect stocks enough for you to buy their stock like a week before the product release and then sell it after? Do new releases affect stock enough? It really depends on the hype, man. Like, if Apple announced a new iPhone that's really cheap and it's like a good presentation, they'll fucking rise 5 to 10% in a week. Stuff like that, super hyped stuff. I would say yeah. Like, trying to think of a good example for you, man. Trying to think of a really good example for you, dude. Let's say that well, yeah, you also want to make sure that you exactly, you want to make sure that you buy before the stock hype drives it, right? Yes, T. Lopez. Would you recommend buying directly after a stock split? I would be careful with that because a lot of the time a fucking all right, what were we talking about specifically? Who's having a stock split coming up, chat? Tesla? So a lot of the time, chat, we talked about this. Like, when they're entering their stock splits, they're going into an all-time high a lot of the time. So just be careful. Just be careful, man, is what I would say. Okay, now, why would a stock die sometimes in a day? A lot of the time, chat, if a popular fund, hedge fund, or investor sells a lot of a stock, they can really go down. Okay? This has dropped 6% today. Most likely because... Alright, so Berkshire Hathaway, right? This is a very large fund, right? Hedge fund. Okay, what did they sell today? Occidental and JP Morgan, okay? Look what's happened to the stock today. It's down 6%. Okay, where's JP Morgan? I actually own JP Morgan. Okay, it's down 3%. Okay? And there's other reasons why these stocks are probably down today, but does it help for a top hedge fund to be selling all their ownings of these stocks? No, it does not help. Okay? That's another reason why you could go down. Nvidia's about to drop their new RTX 380 and 390 graphics cards. That's crazy they made those ones, man. I have a 2080 Ti and this thing is crazy. I can't even imagine what those are. Did you guys know that Manchester United has a publicly traded stock? This is Manchester United. Ooh, it's actually at a really low right now. Chat, did Manchester United get Champions League football next year, man? Maybe we'll have to hit this. It's at a really low point right now, man. 52-week range. It's a very safe stock, man. They pay dividends. They pay dividends. You know, I'm going to buy some Man United today, man. Just to fuck around with it. I want to buy some Man United today, man. Looks pretty good today, man. $13.99 last week. Oh, boy. I'm just kidding, chat. I'm not buying Man U. That's funny, though, man. I actually knew about this, but I didn't really fully know. The club is in quite a bit of debt. Yep. Are there any other football clubs that are on the public market? Chat? Any other football clubs that are on the public market? You know what I would really be interested in is Ajax, man. I like that club a lot. I think this is an AFC Ajax. Oh, it's closed right now. No, is this on the US market though? I'm not so sure if this is it though. The thing is though, yeah, football clubs are pretty trash investments right now just because fans can't go and the ticket sales are a lot of money. This is not it. I know this is not it. That is a thing, man. Like that's a bigger problem with football clubs right now is that, yeah, that's a big struggle. Invest in restaurants near nice 5-star hotels. Yes, but I agree. Buying stock in a football club is more about owning than making money. I agree. What was the riskiest, crazy stock investment you made? What is the craziest stock investment that I have made so far? The riskiest one? I'm trying to think, bro. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, besides that recent one, I don't know, man. I would say like a couple of the stocks that I bought. Like a couple of the funds that I bought, man. I invested a lot at this time, bro, around here. And I would say that a lot of people would have said that would have been a bad time to buy because people thought it was going to go a lot lower. So that was definitely risky. I mean, I bought a lot of stocks in the second week of the coronavirus, dude. Right? There's a lot of uncertainty in the future, like what was going to happen. I was pretty confident, though, that there was no way it was going to keep dropping after it already dropped 35%. But that was definitely risky to do. There's a couple stocks that I bought a lot of, man. This Square was one of them, dude. Trying to get a 6-month up for you guys, man. Okay. Yeah, I literally bought this company at like 40, man. Okay, because it was like 85. Look at it now. It's 150, man. So that not super, like, again, I don't do really day trading, man. So is this General Motors? Wow. Jesus, what happened to this, man? These guys are very high right now. Interesting. Buy Tesla long term. I'm not a fan, dude. The trading and buying stocks is pretty logical. No need to complicate it right now. The best tip is what are the things that will 100% return when virus crisis is gone? So if I were to make a list, hotels, restaurants, travel, sports venues, tourism. Those 5 things, man. Look, any of that stuff, I'm telling you guys right now, dude. Those 5 things, categories, if you find stocks that fit in those ones, you guys will triple to 10 times your money whenever the world gets better. I am not joking with you, man. I am already putting aside right now a certain amount of money per month to invest into those types of stocks, man. When I feel like, again, later than early to the party, when I feel like there's some sort of light or opening, dude, with these type of stocks. This is the largest profit potential in a stock/stocks that I have seen so far on the market. And do I think it's a buy right now? No. Could you start averaging in if you wanted to? Yes, you could. You could start now so you don't miss out. You put a little bit of money in this month, a little bit of money next month. Maybe you skip the month after that. Maybe you put a little bit of money the month after that. That sort of stuff, I'm telling you guys, man, just 5 to 10 years from now is going to be worth a lot more money than it is right now. It's very low right now because nobody's trading it, nobody believes in it, and it's a rightfully that's rightfully so, right? There's no reason for any of that stuff to be doing well right now. But long term, it should be great. Long term, it should be great, man. I like that a lot, TST. I'm not going to buy it today, but that sort of stuff is all on my watch list and stuff that I'm looking into. Oh, is it private? Is Airbnb private? I don't own it, so I don't know. Is it private? It is private. I wish it was public. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that are doing that. It must be. That would be a really good one to own. Can you take a look at Cineworld? They're a cinema chain, okay? Okay, so movie theaters are probably doing horrible right now. This is a UK stock? Okay, no, it's also on the US market. Holy fuck, is this what you're talking about? Alright, this is a penny stock, bro. I don't really know too much about penny stocks, my dude. What I will tell you, is it a safe buy right now? Yeah, it's really fucking safe, dude. Yeah, it's really fucking safe. I don't know much about this stock, but yeah. I don't know anything about this company though, bro. Okay, this is a penny stock though. Okay, penny stocks could be profitable. You guys want to see a penny stock that I made a lot of money on? Okay, there's a penny stock that I made a lot of money on, dude. I'm going to show you guys it right now, dude. Okay, I've never fucked around with penny stocks. Okay, this stock, I made a lot of money on, dude. All right, where's the price that I bought in? Right here. Right here. Okay, why the fuck did I buy this? I don't know. But I bought a lot of money of this stock at this price, and I literally sold around this price. Okay, did it go up to 240 after? Yeah, it did. Okay, but I got out when I doubled my money. Okay, I don't do penny stocks, but penny stocks can be very profitable, in my opinion. Okay. I know AMC is about to open their theaters back up. Wow, they got down to $2, bro. No way. They got down to $2, man, in March. That's crazy. Jesus, man. That's actually nuts. I mean, they're making no money right now. They're making no money. But yeah, that's crazy. But to be real with you, man, like, I do think this rebounds when the world gets better, but this is not one that I would like other ones, like airlines and hotels. And the reason for that is that this is going away in the future, man. People are not going to the movie theaters as much. Just being real with you about that. Let's go, Tropical Killer. CHD, what are your questions, man? What are your questions, dude? What are your questions, my man? What do I think about Netflix? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Been watching this stock for a couple weeks now. Actually, yeah, for a couple weeks. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't have an opinion on Netflix. Yes, penny stocks are a very good way to do low risk. Yes, very good way to do low risk. Like, if you find a penny stock that You feel like there's a reason that it could rise the next year and it's trading at half a dollar. Yeah, it's a really safe thing to do. I feel like. Probably Delta, Mad Lad. But again, I think you could wait on that. I mean, Netflix is trading at one of the highest it's ever been. Penny stocks are generally very high risk. I don't think they're super high risk. I think they're like medium risk. I mean, they're the most volatile. So, I classify penny stocks as a stock that would be like 30 cents to 50 cents. A lot of people look at them that are $1 to $5, right? Those ones are a little bit more risky. Because we just looked at, what stock did we just look at? This one, right? Well, no. Was it this one? So this one, bro, like, yeah, this is a little bit more high risk, right? This one is definitely a little bit more high risk. Not even. But again. Look at where I'm looking to buy it at, right? 50 cents. I don't even know what this stock is, but somebody just told me about it today. I'd be looking to look for it around 50 cents, right? If you've seen over time, you've got the security that it really hasn't gone lower than 50 cents, you know? And then it props up to 80 cents, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a penny stock buyer, but penny stocks could be profitable if you play them right. But there is a very big chance with penny stocks they go bankrupt. Take a look at JC. Okay, so JC Penney. There's a couple of these ones. JC Penney, Nordstrom, Macy's. These are all stocks that are. Where is JC Penney? What is JC Penney under? What's the tag? Like Macy's is really low. Look at Macy's, $7, man. I own the stock at like $17, $15. No, like $13 I own the stock at. But yeah, super low, man. Super low. I used to study penny stocks based on consistency of trading volume. I would look for patterns of other large investors buying and selling, would follow those waves. Yeah, no, it's super easy. I think the reason that the one penny stock that I ever owned went up was because a huge investor bought it for a ton. Try out TradingView for charts. All right, let me see what's good with it. I'm very familiar with this MarketWatch site. That's why I always stay with it. Oh, yeah, I was already on that site. Fuck. I already had it pulled up. No, it's all good. What are the main areas you trade in out of curiosity? A lot of tech. My portfolio is probably 50% technology. No, 40%. Like, yeah. Do you focus on industries or just go on stocks based on what folks tell you? Stocks more. Funds and stocks. I don't just buy industries because I like an industry. I buy specific companies because I like companies. Like certain companies. Wow, these charts are crazy. So if you buy one share of something for $7, do you own... All right, yeah, if I buy one share of Comcast for this price, I own this much. This is how much it costs. And I own one share of it. Yeah, Jay just brought up a really good point, guys. This year is also an election year, okay? Do I think the election year is going to impact a lot of tech and stuff like that? No. Do I think it could impact like S&P, like general numbers? Yeah, it could, bro. Election years are just weird, man. It's going to be a very interesting year with the market when it comes to this fall. Okay? So something safe you could do is save some cash maybe if you feel like there's going to be a couple drops and some things. You could also sell some of your stuff if you feel like it's getting high. I mean, again, the highest the Dow has ever been is close to 30 or 30. I don't know if it ever went over 30. I think it did. No, it never got to 30. 29 has been the highest, I think. So, I mean, you're pretty close to that number in a pandemic. Joel, much love, dude. Thank you. Mahir, thanks for the gifted. Do you prefer American companies or EU? I only trade American companies, dude. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, so these are two like composite. These are two composites that own tons of stocks, right? So these are just like not. These are composite numbers that usually show you generally how is a groups of stocks doing. Does that make sense? Louis, thanks for the resub. Would investing in some delivery stock be bad considering what Trump wants to do with these mail companies? If you feel like it's really going to happen, that sort of thing, then it wouldn't be a bad idea. If you feel like it's really going to happen. Abdul, thank you for the new sub, bro. Catch, thank you for the tier 1. What's up, bro? Maddie, thanks for the 7 months, bro. Holy crap, we got a lot of subs coming in. Puvel, what's up, bro? I don't do options. I don't do options, man. That song is a little crazy for me. I don't fuck with any crypto. When you sell a stock, is there a percentage taken immediately like tax? No, you just have to pay. You're going to have to pay taxes on your trades. Always. You have to pay taxes on your income. I'm not so sure, Rawi. I don't know. But sorry, Camper. I think Zoom is going to keep going up. Yeah. Would I buy in now? No, it's a little bit riskier, but I do think they're going to keep going up. You don't get taxed as heavy as your actual income. What's the taxes on stocks, chat? I think it's like up to 20%. It's not nearly as much. All right, so Zoom is trading at the highest it's ever been. But I still think it's going to rise. But again, I'm not a big fan of buying stocks at the highest they've ever been at. I don't like that. Not a big fan. It's always riskier, man. It's always way riskier to buy into a stock when it's at its highest ever. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm just not a fan of it, man. Unless I love the company. So I'll give you guys an example, man. But this is different too, man. So with Amazon, right? Like you guys know, I've told you guys this already. I have a lot of holdings with this stock under 1,500. Okay, this is a very expensive stock. Okay, I really like them though still. So I did buy in last week at 3K when it got down to like 3.05 or 3.04 last week. It's been like 3.2 for the last couple of weeks. It's been holding really strong. I did buy in again at that. But that's different, chat. Because I already own the stock at 1,500. That's a little bit different than just buying in for the first time at that number. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like what I mean is that, you know, I still think the stock is going to rise over time, but like it would be scary if you didn't own this company at all already and you just started buying it at the all-time high. That's like a little bit riskier, you know? You've basically dollar averaging at 2.3K long term? Yes. But not as much. I didn't buy as much recently, but yes. Probably like 2K or 1.7K. Deli, this one? I don't know much about these guys, bro. Wow. Let me see. No, No, Penn is doing well this year, but there's a lot of people with dumb money that are investing in that stock. You got to be careful with those. Similar to Tesla. I want to see I think it's a travel company from what I'm seeing, right? Is it a travel company? Am I looking at this right? Those ads on the right? Why? Did I have weird ass ads? Where? I've probably seen commercials for them, right? Smaller companies are the big guys. I think bigger ones offer a safer return and a few smaller ones that have potential for more risky. I think it just depends, man. I agree. What are some sports betting stocks, man? I agree with that, man. When football returns and stuff like that, these sites are going to do a lot better. I definitely agree with that, especially as more gets legalized. American Airlines is doing a solid. I bought at 9.97 and it's been rising to 12. But I think I would hold that long term. Let's see where this is at. It's up 5% today. The earnings are out soon. What are those companies owned by? Those sites? Do you know any good websites or applications that Canadians can trade on U.S. markets? That sort of stuff? No, I'm not educated enough to tell you like how to do that stuff. $53, man, really high. Oh, they just reported? Okay. How was the report? Whoops. They reported on Friday, you said? Cretin, thank you for the tier 1, bro. Much love to you, man. Wow. Jesus. That's good. That's good. No, I am not an expert. I wonder why they don't have this shit. 3 stocks that could tank with college sports being canceled. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Did they talk about so the revenue beat but they missed. Okay. Just looking into that. This is a weird one, bro. This is a tough one, man. This stock trade, I would say this, bro. This one goes up and down a lot. So if you can just find the lows, a couple days in a row of a drop, it's usually gonna rise more after. This stock is very easy to trade. You just learn the trends with it. This guy goes up and down a lot. What is? Thank you for the 14 months, bro. Jason, I agree with that. All right, cool. Thanks for the DM. Fake it. All right, so they missed the revenue. Here. Hang on one sec, guys. This is interesting because it's not doing too bad after a revenue report, which means I think people are going to keep buying in and people believe in it long term. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, we all just fake. It's not like it's like a little bit less than 50%. These are more UK stuff though, man. This stuff is different, you know. How much do you look to have before starting to get into stocks to be worth it? I think, what did we say, Chad? I think like 2K at least. I think we said 2K at least, man. This one? Wow, it's very high. But I think you could start investing with any amount, man. I think you could start investing with $50, $500, $100. I think you could start investing. I'd say 1K is fine, to be honest, bro. TSD, what happened? Why are you getting aired, bro? Why are you getting aired, man? Just be consistent, man, you know? With your averaging or whatever you're doing. Chat, when is the election again? It's in November, right? It's in November. We're gonna have to do daily, not daily, but we're gonna have to do weekly streams, man, around like October, November, December. The market's gonna be crazy for those 3 months, man. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be like nuts though, dude. Because there's just gonna be so much. That's always like such a crazy period in the market, I feel like. BJ, I don't think it's bad. November 3rd, not that I'm counting. Yeah. No, that's funny. No, Fizzy. I'll let you know, bro. We'll see if we do them on stream. TikTok's rival? Yeah, but what is the app that they own? What is the app that they would own, dude? On that one. No way, Jason. Yeah, no, Instagram is big, man. Instagram is really, really, really big. I like Instagram a lot. Big fan of that. All right, boys. I think that's going to wrap it up for today, man. I'm going to go get some lunch. A shorter Monday stream, bro, but getting one in. Maybe, just maybe, boys, some icon packs tonight. We'll see. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be back tonight with some icon packs, man. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe, just Nate, maybe. I think we're going to take the day off of the Rat to Glory too, man. I think. And I think we'll be back tomorrow. We have to get an icon pack together.